Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in Pisces for your energies, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what is going on and happening for you right now. I'm anticipating a pretty good week. So let's see what is going on, how we can best support your journey, and what you need to know right now. If you're new here, welcome. If you feel connected, feel great to like and subscribe to the channel. Supports all the Pisces here or a Pisces related energy, and we get to share the love. So right now we're showing up strength energy. I'm just looking at the current energies. Let's just see what these are, and I'll dive in a little further. We have got the Nine of Wands. Wow, these popped out first. We've got a lot popped out. Okay, Page of Cups, Seven of Swords, King of Cups, Justice, and the 10 of Cups. I'm just going to grab two more. I wasn't expecting to do the reading this way, but obviously it wants us to connect on in. Six of Swords. One more. King of Swords. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Someone seems to have a plan for you, Pisces. Okay. Someone has some plans. This could be you. This could be who you're dealing with. But it just seems like someone has some plans. As I said, current energies, I wasn't expecting it to be this full on, but I'm just going to go in. Let's see what's coming up predominantly here that wants to be shared. So there could be a situation that you're dealing right now, or comes into the mix here of really trying to hold on to something that you perhaps have interest in, that you've been really thinking about, that's on your mind, that you feel connected to, okay? Whatever this situation is, maybe you're wavering a little bit on how you feel about it, and maybe there's some part of you, you know how we all have this like little pattern and behavior, and maybe Pisces, more so Pisces related, right? Like there can be this part that we hang in there, we give, we show up, and this doesn't have to be towards a person. This could be something that we're trying to, wanting to achieve, or a goal, or, something that interests us. And then we give, we show up, we build up our confidence, we connect into it. And then sometimes our feelings towards it can question it, can waver. Hang on, am I really putting more time in this? Am I not? It's like we take a step back for a moment and really assess. And that's kind of the hangman energy, which is also Piscean, right? That's how this energy is kind of feeling right now. But what I feel like kind of unfolds here is like a little bit more on what do we plan to do with this? What's our goal to really ramp or open up this situation to solidify how someone truly feels, how I really feel about this situation, I being you, Pisces, okay? So I feel like there's something here you just want to know the truth on. You just want someone to show up, really be honest with how they're feeling, how they want to express themselves. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to show up and own up how they're feeling, or wanting to express where they're sitting around a certain situation or dynamic. Maybe this is something that you've got to assess right now, Pisces, on how you feel about it. But I feel like there's some situation or some dynamic right now that there's a little bit of an assessment or plan or path that you want to learn, want to understand, and want to get down to the bottom of it to really go, which path are we going? Which direction are we going? But what I feel like ever comes out of this, you've got the King of Cups in the middle. It's really coming up here. I'm not concerned about the Seven of Swords. This seems to be more of a bit of a strategic thing. For some of you, you could be worried about someone, what they're doing, what they're up to, or what their approach is. But I think sometimes what happens is so this is going to be a little side note for some of you that needs to hear this. I've been through it and I do understand it. If you've gone through situations where you've had to really deal with some betrayal trauma, deal with someone who hasn't been honest with you, been in situations where it's been difficult and you're still perhaps going through your own experiences of growth and healing to that. What can happen is if someone doesn't show up fully in love, in care, on what your expectation is. And maybe sometimes people do things that that person who betrayed you did. And you might see that, oh, it's like, oh, I don't know about that. That could be a problem, or they're not showing up fully. You know, I think sometimes we need to be realistic that if you're not showing up fully towards a situation and that person's not showing up fully to the situation, if you're both showing up the same way, is that a thing? Or is it not a thing? Or is it a thing because they're doing it? Or is it a thing because you're doing it? You know, I think sometimes we put so much judgment in that. And what I feel is happening here is someone could be like, well, they're not giving it all, or maybe they're holding back a bit, or maybe they're not really into this. And it doesn't necessarily need to be love. This could be, you know, around some project that you're trying to work on, or some friendship, something here. I feel like you feel there just seems to be an energy of, I'm not sure because I'm not seeing the whole picture. And I feel like eventually what happens is you see the whole picture. Someone here in this situation fully opens up, fully shows up. I think you're going to see a different side of something or someone. And it really actually helps you gain the clarity that you need, the understanding that you need. It just puts things at just like, this is cool. This is cool. This person or this dynamic, this situation, I know this is for me. They really, it's very, they care about me. I care about them. Whatever this is about for you, right? Because everyone's going to be different. So in saying that, what I'm recognizing here is once you get to this conversation, to this understanding, to this learning, it's kind of like someone here can just, okay, we can chill. We can peace out. We're happy. We're on the same page. We're both feeling the energy of this. And for some of you, this could be related to a child. This could relate to love, as I said. But I just feel whatever this is, someone's very clear on how they feel about something. And I think you're going to understand it and it's going to become clear for you, Pisces, or you're going to give the clarity to someone. And this is just going to help you kind of peace out. It's going to help the dynamic, the situation peace out. It's a really good energy. The clarity you need, the understanding that you need, the direction that you need, this is all coming. I mean, look, you've got the 6 of Wands on the bottom. You've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever's happening here, you're getting all the right energy, all the right momentum, all the right, like, we're heading in this direction of support, in growth, and whatever else. Let's have a look what might be challenging this. We've got the Queen of Swords. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands. Okay, so sometimes we just need to speak up, you know, but we also need to be mindful of how we speak up. So I feel like someone needs clarity here, or needs to deliver some clarity around this situation or dynamic. It doesn't need to be harsh. I think there's a way to deliver it with care, with love, with excitement, you know, and I just feel like for someone here, this could be some of you, a couple of you, a lot of you, I feel like there's like a new opportunity, a new connection, a new something here that I feel it's an important time to express what your vision is for this, to make sure that this situation or dynamic is in alignment. And maybe someone here is a little bit worried of sharing that. But I feel like it's part of your power in doing that, Pisces, okay? So just be mindful. Like, I think that's an important piece. It doesn't matter whether you're a masculine, a feminine. It doesn't matter. Okay, I don't like this thing. Oh, well, guys should be doing this, girls should be doing it. There's some things, but, you know, I think at the end of the day, if you're wanting to know something and you're not willing to converse and open up and be truthful on where you're standing, it's very hard sometimes too. Like, maybe how you're feeling, the other person's feeling, you know, and if 2 people aren't willing to open up fully, then you're just going to be at a stalemate. So be confident in expressing where you're at, how you're feeling, what you want. If you've been wondering about it, it's on your mind and you're wanting to understand or learn, the only way you get there is by asking the right questions, having the right approach. And I feel like that's what this is what's potentially asking of you, but it's challenging you in the same process, or challenging this situation. So I feel like there's something here that someone needs to be open about in a heartfelt way, in an excited way, versus like a hard and difficult way on, this is my future. This is what I'm thinking about. This is where I want to go. Are we on the same page? Are we heading in the right direction? You know, again, it doesn't matter if this is related to a relationship, in love, in career, whatever else. I just feel like someone here needs to be pretty upfront here, but it comes from a heart-centered place, not a turn off the emotion place, okay? Let's see where this is all going. You've got the star energy. We've got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, see, I think this is going to be interesting where it's going. Let's see. Five of Wands. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit. Last energy. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, just one. We just want one. Thank you, friend. All right, Temperance. Okay, beautiful. So, how this is connecting for you, and in terms of where this wants to go, in terms of the energy right now. Remember, free will's in play. What it seems like, someone just wants to kind of bypass something. Someone wants to bypass the conflict, or there's some concern here that you're going to get into a conversation that's going to cause or learn about something that not on the same page. Someone here in this dynamic just seems like there's a little bit, I'm just feeling a little bit anxious to have a conversation or express something here, but I feel like there's also the hope of someone else taking that step or having that conversation. That's what this feels like. And again, I don't know what that conversation is, but it feels like this is about care, energy, path, investment towards something. Gain clarity, understanding. Are we on the same page? We're heading, like I said, heading in the right direction. But I think there's some worry here. Maybe someone's worried here, but trying to stay hopeful that there's not something else that is in the mix that could cause some challenge that you don't want. Could be, while I don't feel this is really work related, but it could be something that you're trying to work towards with a person or achieve something in your life. Maybe you're worried that you're going to learn that there's someone else in the mix. With the Knight of Swords and Five of Wands, sometimes that's like someone's just going to tell you the truth and it's not something that you're hoping. Maybe there's a bit of challenging in view or challenge in some competition in play. But ultimately, what I feel is happening here, if you guys have kind of gone a little bit of a cycle around this situation of, okay, we're having fun, we're having a good time, but things haven't gone and elevated into something more serious or something more confirmed, I feel like that might change here, but it does seem like this is about you really reflecting right now what you want and where you want to be. And I think there's some question to Pisces being upfront and honest with how you really feel about something. And what's your truth? Because it's like you got this hope, desire, this dream for something to head a certain direction, but it seems like some conflict could open up something here for you that goes in a different direction and helps you reflect. And while that might not be the outcome that you want, whatever your true goal and ultimate outcome, hope, desire is, doesn't mean it's necessarily connected to a certain outcome with a person. This is about an outcome for you. So I want to be clear on that. Spirit's asking me to be clear on that for you. So even though you might be connected with someone or have a desire with someone or a workplace or a friendship or a person, sometimes the hard conversations show up for purpose and more meaning. But what that's allowing you to do is really assess something here about the timing. There's something about timing of your life, timing of this person, timing of this opportunity that's going to allow you to sit and reflect a few things that I think maybe you had to get honest and real about yourself or about this overall situation. Is it right for you? Is it what you really want? I feel like some of you are almost on the cusp of like another pattern, another cycle. And I think you've gone so far in your life to kind of break away from it. But like I said, and this is an important piece for some of you, just because someone may show up in this energy, but you want this energy, it doesn't mean that that's not what's happening underneath. But you could assess it that there's something else going on, but that isn't the truth. Or maybe you need to listen to your intuition a little bit more. Or maybe you need to be more confident in who you are and what you want and stop worrying too much about them and focus more on you. But again, I feel like you're going to get the clarity, the understanding here. It's going to make you happy. You're going to figure that out, but you've also got to move away from whatever this is in your life or the thoughts around it or whatever else, okay? Which is talking about the Seven of Swords here. I just feel like you're going to get to a peaceful place, but sometimes we do need to have those hard conversations about what's important to you, because what's important to you matters. Don't ignore it just to people please. This is a special time in your life, Pisces, to really create what you want, have the right people in your life. And sometimes, to get there, you have to sometimes ask the hard questions and watch how people show up, because I feel like that's an important piece here. Maybe someone's talking a good game, but not showing up what they promised or how they said. Maybe there's something conflicting here, but maybe someone is, ready to invest. Maybe someone needs to take some time and recalibrate, reconnect, and maybe that's you that needs to do that, But there's something here about taking some time out to assess a situation, to assess timing, to really look at things from a bit more of a broader view. But this is definitely about you. This is not necessarily about somebody else. This is about you and having sometimes the conversation on what your future is, what your plans are, and to figure out if you're on the same page. Again, whether this is a romantic relationship, whether this is, some form of career that you want to get into, some goal and desire that you have. So I feel this is an important thing right now to really look at. I'm going to leave it there, dear friend. As always, appreciate you being here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye now.